Hi, I'm Mark Eldridge with the AAC's Anglican Revitalization Ministries, and I want to welcome you to this vital moment in church revitalization. Sometimes in this work that I do in helping churches with revitalization, I worry that I'm always saying the same thing over and over and over again, and I feel like maybe I should say something new or come up with something new to say. And usually when I do that, this old priest joke pops into my head, and it's about a joke goes like this: there's a priest who comes into a new church and everyone's excited and have the new priest there, and then the first Sunday comes and the priest preaches this amazing message, and it's just a great message, and everyone's so excited and can't wait to come back the next week. And so then the second week, everyone shows back up and the priest gets up and preaches the same exact message as the week before, word for word, verbatim, same message, and everyone kind of scratches their head. Well, that's a little weird. It was a good message, but I don't know why. Maybe he just forgot. That was just, we'll just not worry about it, but not sure what that was about. And so the third week comes and priest gets up and preaches the same exact message again. At this point, everyone's like, okay, something's wrong, and goes to the senior ward, and you got to say something. So the senior ward goes up to the priest and says, Father, I don't know if you know, but you preached the same message 3 weeks in a row. And the priest said, well, no, I know. And as soon as you get that one down, I'll move on to the next one. Meaning that we got to get this one and then we can work on something else. And I think that reminds me that it's the same, it's the basic stuff, it's the same things that work. We don't have to come up with something new to think about in terms of what works to help a church revitalize. It's not a new thing. What's the next new thing? It's doing what the church has done for 2,000 years, which is to be healthy. And to be healthy, there's 5 basic things that a church does, and we capture those in this idea of the vitals, of these vital signs, these vitals aspects of church health. And so, I'm just going to keep saying them over and over and over again because that's what works. And I don't think that those of you who are listening to this don't get it or can't understand it. I know you can. The problem is, the reality is that the tyranny of the urgent, in the church life, the busyness of life, it's just so easy to focus on 1 or 2 aspects of the life of the church and neglect the others because there's just not enough time in the day and things like that. And what happens is we tend to focus on those aspects that we like the most and put off those aspects of church health and church life that are harder or more difficult to do. And we actually have data to prove this, or to show that this is actually happening in Anglican churches. We have a part of our resourcing for church revitalization is we have a Revive Church Health Assessment, which was developed by Asbury Seminary specifically for liturgical churches. And so we've had bunches of churches take this assessment, and we see a consistent pattern in the results in this diagnostic tool of church health. And what we see is that Anglican churches, almost exclusively who we've assessed, score the highest in Christ-centered worship, which makes a ton of sense. We love our worship, and so we put a lot of time and energy into our Sunday worship. We love our liturgy, and so Christ-centered worship tends to score really high. Also, along with that is kingdom generosity. People really want to see their church thrive, and but worship gets the highest scores consistently. Not surprisingly in the Anglican churches is that the weakest areas consistently are evangelism and mission, a vision for evangelism and mission, and processes or systems of making disciples and forming people into mature Christians. Those are consistently across the board, regardless of size of church, preference of churches. And so we just know that this tends to happen. We tend to be out of balance and therefore unhealthy, and then therefore aren't growing the way God designed our churches to grow. So we're going to keep talking about that. And I just say that's today. To wrap up, if you're hopefully you're enjoying your summer, and hopefully you're getting some time off and resting, getting some vacation. But as you gear up to the fall and start getting going again, and as you think about what you're going to do this fall, and as you think about even into the future, into what you're going to be focused on next year, I just want to encourage you to always be thinking about these 5 vital areas of church health, which you can go to our website to read what those are, and to get your mind around those if you're new to these vital moments. But specifically, I want to encourage you to really lean into those two aspects of vision for evangelism, really getting clear on who are the unchurched people around your congregation that God's calling you to reach. Because the more clear you are on who you're trying to reach, the better strategies that you can come up with to actually reach them. And then the other part is to really develop systems and processes to, as you reach people and bring them in and they come to know Christ, what's your process or plan to help them to become mature, missional disciples of Jesus, to be transformed into Christ likeness in every aspect of their life? If there's no plan, it's just not going to happen. So those are two areas to really focus on and think about. Well, God bless. If you need help with this, as always, please reach out to us. You can email me directly at meldridge@americananglican.org. Go to our website, americananglican.org, and find out more information. Love to help you. God bless. Have a great rest of your summer, and hope to talk to you soon.